Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a story that sounds like science fiction but sits firmly in the real world of modern warfare. It is the story of how Israel quietly reshaped the digital mind of one of the most advanced fighter jets ever built, the F-35. The F-35 is often described as more computer than aircraft. Every movement, every sensor input, and every weapon release is controlled by millions of lines of software code working together in real time. When pilots fly the F-35, they are not just flying a jet. They are interacting with an artificial brain that fuses data, predicts threats, and suggests actions faster than any human could alone. This digital brain is what makes the F-35 so powerful. It sees farther, hears quieter signals, and connects with other platforms in ways older jets never could. But this same strength also creates a problem. Whoever controls the software controls the jet's true capabilities. For most countries that buy the F-35, the software is tightly controlled by the United States. Updates, mission data, and core systems are managed through American channels. Israel, however, has always played by different rules when it comes to defense. Surrounded by hostile actors and facing constant security threats, Israel believes survival depends on independence. From the very beginning, Israel wanted more than just a cutting-edge jet. It wanted control over how that jet thinks and fights. This is where the story takes a fascinating turn. Instead of fully accepting the standard F-35 software package, Israel negotiated for something unprecedented. Israel asked for access. Not full access to everything, but enough access to modify key systems and integrate its own technologies. This request was unusual and controversial. The F-35 program was designed to be uniform, with all Allied jets operating on a shared software architecture. Uniformity meant security, interoperability, and centralized control. Israel's demand challenged that entire philosophy. Yet Israel had leverage. Its experience, intelligence capabilities, and strategic importance in the Middle East gave it a strong negotiating position. Over time, quiet agreements were reached. Israel would receive the F-35, but with the ability to adapt parts of its digital brain. The Israeli version of the F-35 is known as the F-35 Adir, which means, Mighty One, in Hebrew. This name is not symbolic. It reflects how deeply Israel customized the aircraft to meet its unique operational needs. One of the first changes involved electronic warfare systems. Israel is a global leader in electronic warfare, cyber operations, and signal intelligence. Instead of relying solely on American systems, Israel integrated its own electronic warfare tools into the jet. These systems allow the F-35I to detect, jam, deceive, and manipulate enemy radars in ways tailored specifically to regional threats. This is not just about blocking signals. It is about shaping the electromagnetic battlefield in real time. Israeli engineers rewrote parts of the software that manage how the jet senses and responds to electronic threats. This effectively gave the F-35I a different way of thinking under pressure. Another critical modification involved mission data files. These files tell the jet what enemy systems look like and how dangerous they are. For most operators, mission data files are created and updated by the United States. Israel insisted on creating and managing its own mission data, based on its intelligence and operational experience. This meant Israeli jets could recognize local threats faster and more accurately than standard versions. It also meant Israel did not have to wait for foreign approval to update threat libraries. In a region where new weapons appear rapidly, speed matters more than bureaucracy. Israel also focused heavily on data fusion. The F-35 already excels at combining sensor inputs into a single picture. Israeli software tweaks refined how this picture is displayed and prioritized for pilots. The goal was clarity under chaos. When seconds matter, the jet must present only the most critical information. These changes reduced pilot workload and increased decision-making speed in combat scenarios. Weapons integration was another area of quiet transformation. The standard F-35 is designed to carry American-made weapons internally to preserve stealth. Israel wanted its own weapons inside the jet. Precision-guided munitions, standoff missiles, and specialized ordnance developed domestically. To make this work, Israel modified the software that manages weapons release and targeting. This allowed the F-35I to deploy Israeli weapons without compromising stealth or system stability. This step was crucial for operational independence. Israel did not want to rely on foreign supply chains during wartime. Communication systems were also customized. Israel integrated its own secure communication networks into the jet, allowing seamless coordination with ground forces and other aircraft. These networks are deeply encrypted and optimized for Israel's command structure. By rewriting communication protocols, Israel ensured that its F-35s could operate even if external networks were disrupted. Cybersecurity played a central role in all of this. Giving a nation the ability to modify advanced military software carries risks. Israel invested heavily in protecting its customized systems from intrusion, sabotage, or espionage. Every line of code added to the jet had to be hardened against cyber threats. This focus on cyber defense reflects Israel's broader strategy in modern warfare. The result of all these changes is not a completely different aircraft, but a different mindset inside the same airframe. The F-35I thinks like Israel fights. It prioritizes preemptive awareness, rapid response, and operational flexibility. It is designed for short warning times, dense air defense environments, and complex urban battle spaces. This digital independence has already proven its value. Israel has reportedly used the F-35I in real-world combat missions, becoming the first country to do so. These missions demonstrated the jet's ability to penetrate advanced air defenses without detection. They also showed how customized software can turn a powerful platform into a decisive strategic tool. What makes this story truly remarkable is how quietly it happened. There were no major announcements or public demonstrations of the changes. Most details emerged slowly through defense reports, expert analysis, and subtle official statements. This secrecy is intentional. Revealing too much would undermine the advantage gained. Other countries took notice. Some allies began questioning how much control they truly had over their own F-35s. If Israel could rewrite parts of the jet's brain, why couldn't others? The answer lies in trust, capability, and strategic alignment. Israel has decades of experience in advanced defense technology and a track record of protecting sensitive information. Not every country can make the same case. The United States also benefits from Israel's innovations. Some Israeli software concepts and operational lessons have reportedly influenced broader F-35 development. This makes the relationship more collaborative than confrontational. Still, the Israeli case remains unique. It highlights a shift in how military power is defined. In the past, power came from steel, engines, and firepower. Today, power increasingly comes from code. The nation that controls the software controls the battlefield. Israel understood this earlier than most. By insisting on software sovereignty, it ensured that its most advanced weapon would never be fully dependent on another country. This approach also reflects Israel's broader defense philosophy. Always assume isolation. Always prepare to stand alone. The F-35I embodies that mindset in digital form. It is a stealth jet, but also a silent statement about autonomy in modern warfare. As military systems become more complex, software control will become even more contested. Future conflicts may be decided not by who has more jets, but by whose jets think faster and adapt quicker. Israel's quiet rewriting of the F-35's brain offers a glimpse into that future. It shows that even the most advanced systems are only as flexible as the code behind them. And it proves that in the age of algorithms and artificial intelligence, sovereignty is no longer just about borders. It is about who writes the software. This story is not just about Israel or the F-35. It is about the evolving nature of power in a digital battlefield. And it reminds us that sometimes, the most important changes happen silently, line by line, deep inside a machine's mind. If you found this breakdown insightful, stay tuned for more deep dives into the hidden technologies shaping modern warfare. Because the next revolution may already be running in the background, unseen, but changing everything.